So next method we are going to discuss to express the concentration, that is mole fraction, and it is denoted by X, and it may be defined as ratio moles of a component in total moles of the solution. For example, mole fraction of solvent XA, that will be equal to Na over Na plus Nb, where Na is the number of moles of the solvent, Nb is the number of moles of the solute. Similarly, mole fraction of the solute Xb is equal to Nb over Na plus Nb. And for a binary solution, Xa plus Xb is equal to 1. For a binary solution, mole fraction of solute plus mole fraction of solvent is always 1. Now I am taking a numerical here. What is mole fraction of ethyl alcohol and methyl alcohol in a solution containing 2.3 gram of ethyl alcohol mixed with 3.2 gram of methyl alcohol. 3.2 gram of methyl alcohol. First of all, we have to find out number of moles of both. Number of moles of methyl alcohol will be equal to weight of methyl alcohol over molecular weight of methyl alcohol, and that comes out to be 3.2 over 32, and that will be 0.1. Similarly, number of moles of ethyl alcohol will be equal to weight of ethyl alcohol over molecular weight of the ethyl alcohol, and that will be 2.3 over 46, and that will be equal to 0.05. Hence, mole fraction of methyl alcohol will be equal to number of moles of methyl alcohol over number of moles of methyl alcohol plus number of moles of ethyl alcohol, and that will be equal to 0.1 over 0.15, and that should be equal to 2 by 3. Similarly, mole fraction of ethyl alcohol will be number of moles of ethyl alcohol over number of moles of ethyl alcohol plus number of moles of methyl alcohol, and that should be equal to 0.05 over 0.15, and that should be equal to 1 by 3. Now, yesterday I have mentioned a relationship between molality and mole fraction of the solute, and that relation was small m is equal to xb over 1 minus xb into 1000 over ma. Here small m is the molality, xb is the mole fraction of the solute, ma is the molecular mass of solvent. Yesterday we have done a numerical on it. One more way we can find out the mole fraction of the solute, and that is known as Raoult's law. According to second statement of Raoult's law, relative lowering in vapor pressure, Pa0 minus Pa over Pa0, that should be equal to mole fraction of the solute. That should be equal to mole fraction of the solute. Mathematically, Pa0 minus Pa upon Pa0 barabar xb, where Pa0 is the vapor pressure of pure solvent, Pa is the vapor pressure of solution, and xb is the mole fraction of the solute. Now, I am discussing a more important method to express the concentration, and that method is known as normality. Normality. And normality is denoted by capital N, and it may be defined as number of gram equivalent of solute. Number of gram equivalent of solute dissolved per liter of solution. Dissolved per liter of solution, and mathematically number of normality is equal to NEQ over V into 1000, or that should be equal to WB over EB into 1000 over V, and that should be equal to acidity or basicity or number of electron gain or lost into molarity, or we can say n factor into molarity. Here n is the normality, V is the volume, NEQ is the number of gram equivalent, WB is the weight of the solute, EB is the equivalent weight of the solute, V is the volume in ml, and n factor can be acidity, basically we are going to discuss now, and m is the molarity, and its unit is gram equivalent per liter, gram equivalent per liter or normal, and it is a temperature dependent quantity. It is a temperature dependent quantity as volume is involved. Now we have to discuss what is equivalent weight. What is equivalent weight? Earlier I have mentioned equivalent weight is the weight of an element required to displace 1 gram of hydrogen or combine with 8 gram of oxygen or combine with 35.5 gram of chlorine. That is known as equivalent weight. Now we have to discuss various methods by which we can find out the equivalent weight. First, equivalent weight of any element. Equivalent weight of any element will be called to atomic weight over valency. We have discussed the numerical of it earlier too. Atomic weight upon valency. Next one is the equivalent weight of an ion. For it, formula will be molecular weight over number of molecular weight upon its valency or charge. Valency or charge. Next method, equivalent weight can also be found out by use of Faraday's law of electrolysis. Equivalent weight can also be found out by use of Faraday's law of electrolysis. Faraday's law of electrolysis. And Michael Faraday was a mathematician, but he made discoveries in field of physics. There are two laws of Faraday, and the first one is the first law. According to it, the amount of substance deposited or liberated at an electrode is directly proportional to amount of electricity passed. Mathematically, W is equal to Z into Q, and that is equal to Z into IT, and that is equal to capital N over NF into Q, and that is equal to capital N over NF into IT. This topic is going to be discussed in 12th too, in electrochemistry chapter, where W is the amount of substance deposited or liberated, Z is air electrochemical equivalent, Q is the charge, I is current, T is time, capital M is the atomic weight of the element, N is the valency, F is the Faraday's constant. Now we have to discuss about electrochemical equivalent. Electrochemical equivalent is the amount of substance deposited when 1 unit charge is passed or 1 unit current is passed for unit second, and it is denoted by Z, and formula will be equivalent weight upon Faraday's constant. Equivalent weight upon Faraday's constant, and for element equivalent weight will be atomic weight upon valency. So Z is equal to capital M upon N, where M is the atomic weight of the element, N is the valency of element, F is Faraday's constant. Now we have to discuss about Faraday's constant. Faraday's constant is the charge of 1 mole of electron. Charge of 1 mole of electron. Charge of 1 mole of electron, and its approximate value is 96500 coulomb. Now we have to deal with the second law, and that is important for this chapter too. Second law of Faraday, it states that if same amount of current is passed through a number of electrolytes connected in series, then their mass deposited will be directly proportional to their electrochemical equivalent. Mathematically, it will be W1 by W2, that is equal to Z1 by Z2, and that is equal to E1 by E2. Here, W1, W2 are the weight of the substance deposited. Z1, Z2 are their electrochemical equivalent. E1, E2 are their equivalent weights. On basis of this, we can decide the formulas. The first one is oxide formation method.